Welcome to Formosa Dream Chasers.
We're your hosts, Mary Ann
and Ching En.
Please join us as we explore the journeys amazing people take in pursuit of their dreams.
And get insights from their experiences.
Let's hit the road
and get started.
Hello, and welcome to Formosa Dream Chasers with me, your host, Mary Ann Shoko. Over the past 3 episodes, we've been following the journey of Dan Orlovsky and the story behind Loracorlo, Kaohsiung's one and only Israeli restaurant. What started as a simple craving for the taste of home slowly unfolded into something much bigger. A dream built in an unexpected place during an unexpected time. In part 1, we got to know Dan and how his journey brought him to Taiwan, where that longing for familiar flavors sparked the beginnings of Loracorlo, which was an idea that grew organically, shaped by timing, circumstance, and a willingness to take a leap into the unknown. In part 2, we went behind the scenes of the restaurant itself. Dan introduces the specialty dishes of their restaurant and shares how he brings the tastes he longs for here. He talked about importing special ingredients directly from Israel to recreating the dishes that connect people to his culture. We also heard about what it was like starting and running a business in Taiwan, and along the way, he reflected on managing teams across different countries, offering a glimpse into the complexities of working across cultures. In part 3, we zoomed in even further on those cultural differences, especially here. Dan opened up about what makes Taiwanese workplace culture unique, the differences he's observed compared to Israel, China, and the Philippines, and how he had to adjust his leadership style to better connect with his team and build something that works in this environment. And now we arrive at the final chapter of this conversation. In this episode, we take an honest look at what it really takes to keep a restaurant going. Not just in theory, but in reality. Dan talks about the challenges behind the scenes, the pressures of sustaining a business, and the moments that tested his commitment to the dream he started. More importantly, we explored the mindset that kept him going. What does it take to push through uncertainty, setbacks, and exhaustion? What keeps someone moving forward when things get tough? If you've ever thought about starting your own business, or simply wondered what it takes to turn an idea into something real, this final part of our conversation brings it all together. Stay with us as we dive into the realities, the resilience, and the mindset behind Loracorlo's journey.
Yeah, like the other days, there were disappointments, of course. During COVID time, we had the day that we had 0 revenue. Like no customer came into the restaurant, and it was like, it makes you question if you're doing the right thing, what did you do wrong, but you can understand why it happened. I can understand why it happened. Since then, there was no other, knock on wood, no other 0 revenue days. So
okay, that's good. During COVID, if you don't mind me going back to that time, a lot of restaurants, actually a lot of businesses in the service industry, such as restaurants and especially in the food and beverage, they had a hard time. What was your mindset that helped you keep going? Because as you mentioned, you opened right during COVID and right when things started to escalate in terms of like the spread of the virus. So what attitude, I guess, did you have that made you keep going? Because where you stand now, you guys are doing really well. You've just opened the second restaurant, a second location. But at the time, what made you keep moving forward?
What made me moving forward, I think it's, I believe in the product. I believe that what we are bringing here to Kaohsiung and to Taiwan, it's something that, first of all, the quality is good. Like we don't compromise about the raw materials. And the other thing is like the responses. Like we've seen, like real responses of people, and like I can in the Google reviews, and people that not necessarily friends, that sometimes will give you not the hardest criticism, but from real customers that keep coming back and keep ordering. And like all of us, for example, yesterday I encountered in Uber Eats, one customer that already ordered from our restaurant 78 times.
Oh,
78
wow.
times, yeah, like, so it means something. It means that our product is good, we are being consistent. And then back then I believed that, okay, COVID will be finished, we'll do some adjustments, and we really believe in our product and the service and the atmosphere. And yeah, we believe in what we're doing, really believe. Yeah.
And then the path to owning and operating your own restaurant has not been as straightforward based on the story you shared. What I mean by that is, did you actually envision yourself opening a restaurant before?
I did
Oh,
actually, like a long time ago, back in Israel. Like I'm talking about like maybe 20 years ago. My friends and I had this idea. When I was a student, I was working in the food and beverages industry, so it was always in my back of my mind somewhere, but not really a made up decision. Uh, but again, when opening the restaurant, like as you've been in our restaurant, like one of the things that I'm trying is to keep it simple. Some people ask me, is it the regular lunch or dinner in Israel? That's what you get. So for me, it's a reference for what you get. For example, when you work in an office building, you have like a 9 to 5 job, and you go down to the nearby restaurants in Israel to have your lunch. That's the food you will get. That's the food you will get. Keep it simple, not like a high-end or luxury restaurant. Just keep it simple. And the idea that we'll be able to copy paste later and move forward and to open more branches.
okay.
That's the idea.
I see. So now that you are where you are now, what would you say is your dream for yourself, for the restaurant, for your family?
First of all, that will be peace in the Middle East. First of all,
Yes.
that's the most important. Except like health and happiness. Like my parents always kept telling me, the only thing for us that is important for you, like I'll rephrase it. Sorry. The only important thing for us is that you will be happy. Do whatever you want in your life. Do whatever you feel like. If you want to work in the garbage and it makes you happy, do it. If you want to be like a lawyer, do it. Like they didn't really think about a restaurant owning, but whatever makes you happy, do it. So same for me and my son and my family. We want to be happy. We want to be like we have one chance in our life, and we want to be happy to live life and enjoy it. And in order to enjoy, we need to be healthy, of course. And as for the restaurants and the future, I want to get bigger. I want to have different, more restaurants around the south of Taiwan, around Kaohsiung, Tainan, maybe Taichung later on.
Mm.
But I want to open few more locations. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would that be your definition of success then?
Definition of success maybe will be the customer satisfaction. If
Okay.
customers are happy or not, this will be the most important KPI, key performance indicator for me to know that I'm doing the right thing. If we'll start having a lot of responses, okay, wow, your service is bad, your food is bad, everything is not right, this will be something that I'm doing wrong. But as we keep on moving and I can see the customer satisfaction in general is good, so that will be the definition of success, that people will come out of the restaurants with a smile, with happy, and will come back in the next time. Of course, like employees, like like as I said before, I'm lucky to have employees that are good in what they're doing, and they are faithful and they're hardworking. It's related to the structure that I'm trying to implement with, like, a win-win situation with the employees. So that employees that work with us for 3 years and 4 years are like, it's a very good thing. And of course, like, we need to be profitable. If we won't be profitable, we can't sustain the business. So, like, I'm not looking forward to becoming like a rich and of course I want to be able to afford my son and my family the best life they can have, but restaurant business it's also in order to sustain your family, of course, but it's also to have the satisfaction of doing something that you like and doing something that others will like that you're doing.
Mm.
Like, one of the main differences between engineering to restaurant business is the satisfaction. And like, when you're doing engineering, the end customer probably will never meet. But here, when you're doing restaurant business, you will see the customer.
Yes.
And you will see if he's happy or not. And it's very satisfying in
Yes.
that way.
Okay. I see. Moving on to the next question.
Yes.
Now that you are a successful restaurant owner and having gone through this journey of setting up a business in Taiwan, what advice could you give people who want to start their own business or who want to start their own restaurant here in Taiwan?
I think, like, you need to be good in what you're doing. Like, you need to have a kind of a uniqueness. Like, I don't know, like, I cannot advise for any other businesses except food industry, but you need to bring something new to the table, I think. I think if there were 5 Israeli or Mediterranean or Middle Eastern restaurants in Kaohsiung, I'm not sure I would be opening this restaurant 5 years ago. So I entered to a niche that was not really existed, and because, like, to open a noodle shop now, I don't know, like, it's hard for me to see. Like, you need to bring something that is unique. That's one of the things, yeah. That's one of the most important, and that you should know it's not going to be easy. Restaurant business, it's like 24/7. 24/7. You're thinking about the restaurant, you're thinking about your next step, you're thinking about your next dish, you think about why this customer had this review and what was not okay with it, with our service or with our food, and always keep thinking what can you do better. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, expect to spend a lot of time doing and thinking about the business.
Absolutely. Like a lot of times, I think it's 90% of your awake time will be in the restaurant, and the other, another 5% of your available time will be thinking about it. It's a consuming. Like you'll need to give up a lot of other things in order to open your own restaurants. And yeah, but it's fun again. I don't regret. I don't regret for a second.
Mm,
I'm really happy that we did it, and yeah, but it's hard work. It's not. It's even now every day you need to think and to upgrade yourself and how to make it better.
mm, okay. Before we conclude this interview, is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners before we wrap up?
I think not much about trying new things. Don't be afraid to try our food. I promise you that everything is clean and we do everything by the book. And the worst case that can be that you won't like it or the taste won't be for your palate. But don't be afraid and come and taste, and also for other restaurants, of course. In a personal note, first of all, I thank you for having me here. I hope I didn't talk too much nonsense.
No, not at all.
And I hope people will come and try our food. It's it's interesting. So thank you for having.
Please go ahead and invite our listeners to go to Loracorlo themselves and tell them where they can go to try out your Israeli cuisine.
Sure. So we have two different locations. One of them is in Raifong Street, number 220. It's pretty close to the Raifong night market. It's in Kaohsiung. It's in the north of Kaohsiung. And there's a restaurant. For the restaurant itself, it's highly recommended to book your table, to reserve your table, because especially during weekends, we are pretty much fully booked. So please book your table in advance. It will be helpful for you and for us. And the other location that it's less, it's more, you can come easy, and that's the Loracorlo Express. It's in the MRT train station in Kaohsiung that's connecting between the orange and red line. It's called the Formosa station, or Melidao station. And it's in the B1 floor next to exit 11. And over there you can enjoy our sandwiches, different sandwiches and different pastries. And that's more suitable if it's you just want to grab something or just to sit for a quick lunch alone or with your friends or family. But you are welcome for both our places. I promise you that our staff is much nicer than me, so you are welcome.
Okay. Thanks, Dan, so much for your time and for sharing your story with us. And I hope to talk to you again soon. The next time you open your restaurant in Taichung, in Taipei, and in other places here in Taiwan.
So, Marianne, thank you very much for having me today. It was a pleasure. And have a great day.
Thank you.
This is Ching and Cho.
And Mary Ann Shoko.
See you guys next week. Bye.